Schuylkill Haven's oldest floral shop was almost lost to history.
I kind of saw it as an investment opportunity once it closed. I went to nursing school straight out of high school 4 or 5 years ago. Gave up nursing altogether. I only do real estate and florist now, and I also own a pretzel business. I don't like to sit still. This came in today, and they deliver about 5 o'clock in the morning. We have to bring all this into the shop.
End of June, beginning of July, we reopened it, basically saved it. We brought it back, and we kept the name the same.
And this is so that they can drink. We have to recut every single stem. We have to put it in plant food water and then rotate our current flowers that we have.
People were very happy. Once they started getting word that we reopened, we got a lot of repeat customers.
1920s is when it originally opened.
I remember my grandfather actually used to come over here to get the deli rye.
I'm an electrical engineer. I did that for 30 years. I got a master's in education. The gentleman that owned the bakery asked me if I would set up a computer network. I mentioned that I had been baking since I was like 12 years old. They offered it to me. For 30 years, I had talked about being a baker. I talked my oldest son, Joseph, into joining me. He had always wanted to have his own business. He has an MBA. We brought back a lot of the original breads and original treats that I remember from my youth coming to this place. That is our deli rye unseeded.
My husband, from day one, has always told me I needed to do my own thing. He's always been my biggest fan. I was terrified. I looked at this place 4 times before I actually opened the spa. We're right in the heart of Pottsville. It's a growing business community. We've won, the best day spa 2 years in a row now, and the first year we won, we were open 5 months. It's a good feeling. We offer hair, nails, spray tanning, couples massages. We do facials, lash extensions, lash lift and tints, brow services, body wraps. Body waxing is new to me.
Pink color. Oh, that's pretty. I like that one.
This is our nail room. We have 2 pedicure chairs, 3 manicure stations.
I like coming here because it's relaxing. I was never really into getting my nails done, but I feel better about myself.
All of us here that work here have our regulars, and they turn from clients to friends to family. And I just feel like Pottsville has so much to offer.
It's absolutely delicious.
This is Riviera Maya restaurant. Everything is fresh, nothing frozen, all is fresh.
We've been here a couple times since it opened, and it's been very consistent every time. You can tell it's just all homemade. It's really good food.
People are raving about it. Something new, from the platters right down to the tacos.
I'm from Mexico, Puebla. Authentic Mexican food. It's salsas, simple rice, fresh, beans, pico de gallo, guacamole. I cut everything, tomatoes, avocado, cilantro, tortillas.
Our name is Leslie's Garden and Gift Shop. We are located in Pottsville. Our founder, Mal, her daughter name was Leslie, and she had CP, cerebral palsy. And that is kind of why Mal started our organization.
This seems like a really, really fun place to work. Can you tell me a little bit about the participants helping you out?
Our mission is we support individuals with disabilities. They love coming. It gives them something to do. It makes them feel great. They help grow all these plants, so it really gives them a sense of pride.
I like to plant, and I like to do things that I never done before. I like to come here because I get to see all my friends.
Oh, I've been here like 11 years now. Well, I like to make customers happy.
No matter what kind of day you're having, they just bring brightness to your day.
My husband and I lost our son to a congenital heart defect. His name was Hudson, and that is why I spell sugar, S-U-G-H-R, because H-R are his initials. We started making cupcakes for the Children's Heart Foundation in a means to fundraise for Team Hudson's Heart. I actually have a food truck that is Sugar Cupcakes, so that's kind of how sugar got its start. We had an opportunity for this space, and we jumped on it. Here, it's not just cupcakes. We also have 12 additional local licensed bakers that sell their items here on consignment. There's nowhere like this in our area where we have this many homemade items. The bread and butter of the store are the sugar cupcakes, and you can find those along the side here. We offer 6 different flavors every week. 4 of those flavors do change weekly. Typically, we're gonna wear gloves, but this one's all yours. I have a homemade pastry cream here.
Probably good.
Yeah. Does it feel nice and heavy?
Could be 12 pounds. But I think we're gonna go with the powdered sugar.
Sounds good. So you just pick it up and you can leave the bowl down, yep, and then just give that a little tap. There you go.
We always are open to suggestions and ideas from our customers. Chloe, our counter help, came up with a cucumber sandwich, and it was a big hit.
A lot of people that come in, I know them right before they even walk in. I'm like, oh, you want your regular wrap or you want your hoagie today?
They'll text us, I want my regular at 4 o'clock.
The more the better. That's what I say.
We've visit a wonderful boutique hotel, the Bischoff Inn. Over 150 years ago, this was a Bischoff furniture factory. You can just imagine the stories this classic brick building could tell.
There's actually a couple of original beds inside, which is really cool. Maria, the owner of the inn, actually is a relative of mine. We were looking in the downtown area. All of a sudden, Maria in the background saw the inn just perched on the hillside, and she said, "What's that building?" She was like, "This is the one." I'm originally from Nebraska. I graduated from Colorado State University. Being related to Maria, I found myself in the position to come out here and take over the job as the innkeeper, have a year to myself. I do have a lot of time to myself to kind of work on the things that I want to work on, away from making beds and cleaning toilets. One of the staples of this room is going to be this original beam right here. You can see all the hammer marks. It's solid. Little shelf here, a little blacksmith shop. I don't think people are expecting the blue walls and then the natural lighting that we get from the backside. People really do love the exposed brick. They love the original wood flooring too. The work sort of speaks for itself. I get a lot of people that have moved away. They're very thankful that there's a place back in town that they can come and stay at.
I think it's awesome. I like the way they kept the brick, the floors are rustic and all that. Real nice atmosphere.
What makes a good comic book store today?
I've been playing since I was like 12 maybe, and then I just got him into it like within the past 2 or 3 years.
Naya tokens. Yep.
The closest thing that I had access to was in Reading. They're not even there anymore. When this first opened, I was very happy.
Aaron, a comic book store now these days is a lot more than just comics, right?
Some of your older comic shops are still that, with like tons of back issues. I don't have that, more modern.
Yeah, this new set just came out.
Games and hobbies, anything non-electronic. Board games, tabletop games, card games. We have some collectibles, Funko Pops, pop culture things, graphic novels, trades. Biggest card game is Magic the Gathering. The Pokemon's very, very popular too. This whole case is Pokemon cards. Pretty much anything to get people off a screen, interact, socialize.
There's a guy here that paints his own figures for Dungeons and Dragons.
He comes in a couple times, does that. They're sitting down playing cards for fun.
I had some knowledge on making candles and stuff from my uncle. My fiance is a candle fanatic. Locked myself in the house and spent the next couple of months really focusing on making our product, which was the Loki and Layla candle line at first. So Loki and Layla was our dogs, Birdie's Mountain Dogs. It hangs right over there. I see it every time I'm at the checkout counter. I just kept adding brands, and then the business kind of just grew. Kind of do off-the-wall things like brew festivals and things that you wouldn't see a crafter or a candle company at. It was a lot of trial and error. I do probably on average 300 to 400 bars of soap a week. And I'm just going to add the olive to what's already the coconut and shea melted. Everything is pre-measured. You slowly add the lye. You can see the gas now rising and it getting super hot. It gives off a pretty nasty chemical smell as well. My science teacher would be absolutely loving this right now.
We had both done it. We didn't know a whole lot about it, but we got to know a lot about it. We were all just hanging out the one night, kind of just for spitballing ideas about how good of an opportunity that would be in this area. So we have one that changes weekly. You can throw at zombie heads, ducks. I like the block breaker games, pretty cool. There's tic-tac-toe, Connect 4, but you can actually upload your own photos. So you can throw at her, she can throw at you.
That's me. Graduation photo, not my best.
We have a full-size sports bar here. You don't have to throw axes. You can just come in and hang out. We decided to just go all the way and just kind of try and pick the best of everything that we could do. One person inside the yellow box at each lane at a time. Safety has always been a #1 goal. Second thing is, after you throw your axe, you retrieve it yourself. We have nice little magnets here. We don't allow you to hand them off outside the box. Whenever you come in, you have your own expert who will help guide you through the axe throwing process, a list of safety rules to follow. They also monitor and help you learn how to throw, teach you correct ways. People think, oh, you gotta be really throwing these hard, and that's just not the case. It's a lot of form, and typically when we see people who come in and haven't done it before, and it's guys and girls, usually the ladies tend to be a little better than the men. My favorite part is when you see that group come in and you have those skeptical people like, well, I don't think I'm gonna like this. That's usually the person leaving who's like, I'm coming back.
This is a different kind of vibe, a different kind of style. When my daughters were born, I started to sell children's clothing and accessories and hair bows that I was making from my home. I used to go to different craft shows, vendor events, and sell from there. I used to sell online on Facebook, and I did porch pickups. Sometimes we had over 50 bags on my front porch. So my husband's like, I think it's time we come here and you open up a shop. A little bit of everything for everyone. We carry sizes small through 3X. It's my grandmother's name. Her name is Kitty Lou. They used to own a shop in downtown Pottsville. I pick a lot of the styles of clothing. My best friend, who's the model, Lisa, does, and my daughters do as well. So we try to have a different range of styles for everybody. We carry leggings, crew necks. Right now we're into the seasons where we got hats, gloves, scarves. We have dress down, dress up. You want to go
try those one on when the girls are done then?
To decide on a color. And then I have the lovely mouse.
Is that not the cutest?
Cheese knife.